Hidde, I'm very happy to see you again this year. So what can we say about the fair? We are in a kind of difficult period. There's chaotic politics, economy, no one feels really secure. So how does a classical but open to the future fair like Maastricht do?
We have to be realistic on what's happening in the world. We cannot deny it. And, it's not the first time that an art fair or our art fair happened during times of conflict and difficulties. I really remember the time that during the first Iraq war, Tefaf was also happening, and there was a lot of reporting in the news about the war. At the same time, Tefaf happened, and a fair in time of difficulties is also a point where people can come and visit and only sort of engage themselves with something that's really, really beautiful and something that engages you. And art bridges war, bridges difficulties. I think artists have the capacity to make things, I would say, reflecting on our times. And they also take us to the future and they take us to the past. I don't want to sound too poetic, but if you come to...
You are poetic. What about economy?
Yeah, but so if you come to the fair, you can also buy beautiful objects. And it's we are a marketplace. We are a marketplace here.
But people are not really in the mood to buy, no?
When you come to Tefaf, when you decide to come to Tefaf, you have a certain mood. You have an intention to look at the things that you might be able to afford or might want to have.
You have information about who is coming?
We have very good indication of people that have sort of signed up to come, and it's an incredible audience from all over the world. Of course, very strong attendance from the whole of Europe, but there are people from
America.
America is coming. Asian people are coming.
China, really?
China, Asian people from China are traveling. I know that there are groups from China that are coming. And I thought.
And did you have a special strategy for this year to react to the situation?
Our strategy is foremost catered towards our colleagues, my colleagues that exhibit with us, and we really target a young audience, both in the newer generation of dealers that show with us. My booth is situated just on the border of the modern section and the focus section. We've mixed design. You see both showcase. We've taken the showcase exhibitors downstairs on the ground floor.
But the young people has less money than the older.
There's a generation, there's a new generation that is hopefully becoming in the situation that they can afford also art. There's a shift of generation, a shift of wealth happening.
So you want to renew the audience?
We are always looking for a new audience. We work with an audience. We're 37 years old this year. So we need to work with a younger audience. We need to renew ourselves, and our dealerships need to renew themselves. And this is a big ship. You do not do this from one year to the next, but we see this change.
But it's the first antique fair in the world, right?
We're probably the only and the most important antique fair in the world where we show a history of almost 7,000 years of objects that are handmade, objects that are made by human beings, whether it's being paintings or tapestry.
AI.
I haven't seen AI at this fair yet, but I can tell you the sculpture that I'm standing in front of is by the Irish artist Siobhan Hapaska. This was first made into clay, into terracotta, but then she scanned it and then she produced it in a 3D printer. So there are new developments.
We are in the future already.
We are in the future. We need to safeguard the future for the next generations, for young people that come to us.
Merci beaucoup.